Here's a weird compliment. Thank you to the Trump administration for teaching me so much about government. I have learned so much over the last 8 years, and apparently I'm going to learn a lot more. Did you know that our Secretary of Defense doesn't have to have military experience, which is good because Pete Hegseth is a 04 and it's usually an 010 general. We're going to have an 04 major from the National Guard in charge of the 5-star generals. Okay. Yeah, an 04 in charge of the 010s. That's where we're headed. But you don't have to be in military. I learned that. It's a civilian role. You have to be retired from the military. So, I guess he does meet the qualifications.
Well, I don't think if the Trump administration, if they're running and they said, we're going to go to Home Depot and we're going to arrest all the people at Home Depot, we're going to go to construction sites and we're going to just like tackle people at constructions. I don't think anybody would have signed up for that. They said, we're going to get rid of the criminals and the gang members first, right? And now we're seeing like Home Depots get raided. Like that's crazy.
So in another turn of events, Trump has extended the deadline for TikTok, ByteDance, to divest their U.S.-based assets by 90 days. Again, the guy just changes his mind on a whim. He says that nobody knows what he's doing. Nobody knows what I'm going to do. Nobody knows what I'm going to do. The problem with that is you don't know what you're going to do, and that's what it looks like. Whether it's Iran, TikTok, immigration, domestic policies, whatever it is, you end up looking like a fool when you don't know what you're doing and nobody else thinks they know either. And then you brag about it. That makes you look even stupider.
Some of the people involved that Trump has got involved in his government are very pro-Bitcoin. The Commerce Secretary, Lutnick, is very pro. Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, is very pro. Bessent made an interesting comment, I think it was at his inauguration when he got accepted into the government. He said they would be looking to monetize the asset side of the US balance sheet. That was a direct quote. And you just sit there and you think, well, what do they own that they can monetize? A lot of gold, a lot of land, their military.
Trump administration just said they're done paying to clean up sanctuary cities that let riots happen. Yeah, good. If your city's going to block ICE, break federal law, and let mobs trash everything, why would the rest of us pay for your tantrum cleanup? You protect chaos? Great, then fund it yourself.
We have breaking news right now. The Trump administration has tapped company Palantir to create a master database of every single American using existing government data. According to the New York Times, it's a significant development that is causing alarm bells to go off within communities across the country right now. The way this is working is government agencies are being encouraged to use Palantir's Foundry tool, which analyzes data from the Social Security Administration to the IRS to Health and Human Services and everywhere in between. And the purpose, according to many experts, is to create this massive database to eventually be able to track and potentially persecute Americans that the Trump administration may not agree with or may not like. This begins with potentially using this massive database to conduct massive immigration enforcement activities within communities across the country. And the company Palantir was founded by Peter Thiel, who is a big Trump supporter and someone on the right. And now the Trump administration is building this large database and no one is talking about it. So spread the word. We'll do a full breakdown on my Substack, link to my bio, so subscribe for free and follow along for more.
Yo, so I'm online just celebrating Juneteenth. And somebody made a comment saying that Donald Trump is trying to take away Juneteenth being a holiday. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even watch the news like that. So my husband was like, yeah, Donald Trump is trying to take away the holidays because he's trying to say that we got too many days off. Now, mind you, he took away people being remote workers because he felt like people weren't doing their job, so he brought all the government workers back. But for me, it's just a rich white man that doesn't do any labor work, that's not doing real hard work out here to tell people who are doing labor work, working a real 9-to-5, saying that y'all not working enough. Meanwhile, other countries got time to go home and be able to take a nap. But we not working enough. And we ain't even gonna talk about how much we getting paid.
We are a team. We are unified. We are working together. We think we're able to perform at our best when we share resources and expertise and strategy. And so we have a team of attorneys general, I'll be clear, Democratic attorneys general, who from the Canada border to the Mexico border, from the West Coast to the East Coast, have been working hand in hand since before the presidential election, preparing for the possibility of a Trump administration 2.0, listening to all of the comments about what a Trump administration would look like, reading what they wrote down and gave to us in Project 2025 to plan for this moment. So we are prepared, and we have a commitment to take the Trump administration to court each and every time they violate the law, violate the Constitution, and hurt our states.
Raphael brings up a really interesting point. It was back in April that the federal courts ruled that Border Patrol could not just scoop people up based on the color of their skin. What really people are upset about here is the presumption that people are being targeted specifically because of the color of their skin. And that is in defiance of a federal court order back in April. The Trump administration has shown a trend that they are willing to defy orders from federal judges. Again, if you're just joining our live here, I'm Nick Valencia, an independent journalist out.
Trump administration just said they're done paying to clean up sanctuary cities that let riots happen. Yeah, good. If your city's going to block ICE, break federal law, and let mobs trash everything, why would the rest of us pay for your tantrum cleanup? You protect chaos? Great, then fund it yourself.
By the way, guys, I want to rename this administration for the most transparent one to the Trust Me Bro administration, okay? This is the Trust Me Bro. Because if that, look, Kash Patel, what has he told us? Just trust me, bro. Dan Bongino, what did he say? Just trust me, bro. Pam Bondi, what did she say? Trust me, bro. And what is Trump saying now? Trust me, bro.
President Donald Trump come to save the TikTok once again. President Donald Trump saved TikTok, extends another 90 days for the deal to take place. Thank you. It wasn't for President Trump, I wouldn't even be able to speak to you again. Thank you, President Trump. Thumb up to you. Kudos to you, Mr. Trump. Thank you for saving TikTok.
President Trump is directing his administration to go directly at Democrat-run cities. Reagan Reese here with the Daily Caller. So yesterday, President Trump posted a Truth Social explaining that he was directing Immigration and Customs Enforcement to focus its mass deportation efforts on Democrat-run cities, specifically Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York. Today, President Trump explained that decision, saying that these are sanctuary cities and, quote, overrun by criminals. Now, going after sanctuary cities is nothing new for the Trump administration. We even saw a little back and forth last week. White House border czar Tom Homan said that if any government officials obstruct ICE officials from doing their job, that they would face consequences. This made New York Governor Kathy Hochul and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker mad. And they said, okay, then come arrest us, Tom Homan, and they threw that dare out there. Let me know if you're in favor of this latest move by the Trump administration, and I'll keep bringing you all the details in these videos throughout the week.
America is quickly returning to the successful formula of the first Trump administration: low inflation and rising wages. Once the big, beautiful bill is passed, this positive trend will only accelerate. Senate Republicans are continuing to push this critical legislation forward.